Hello my beauty babes, today I'm going to show you how you can achieve a perfect base makeup, how you can do a perfect base makeup that will last a really long time and will last a long time using very affordable and cheap makeup product. And yes, it's not fake, it's all real good affordable makeup products. So if you want to know how you can achieve a really flawless base and that will last you a long time, then keep on watching. Before that, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video. With that, let's get started. So today I'm going to give you tips and tricks how you can achieve a flawless base makeup and how you can do a perfect base makeup that will last you for 24 hours. Yes, for 24 hours. I know no one really wear makeup for that long, but if you want to make your base long lasting and make your base like cement, then keep on watching. And yes, watch my video and don't skip any part cause these tips and tricks will help you a lot perfecting your base makeup. So at first I'm going to use my primer. So in this video I'm going to show you everything very affordable and drugstore products, no high-end, and you can achieve a really good, really flawless makeup look and it will last you a long time with saving some coins. So at first I'm going to use this NYX Angel Veil Primer. This is a really good primer. It helps your foundation to last a long time in your skin, and it also makes the coverage of foundation and it increases the coverage of foundation. I'm going to take a generous amount. Yes, I'm taking a lot because the more primer you apply, the more stickier your base will be and the more your foundation will stick to your skin. For that reason, I am taking a lot of primer. So I'm going to gently pack my primer into my T-zone and initially I will apply it to rest of my face. This primer also helps to mattify your skin. If anyone have oily skin, it will also help to control oil and it will surely, and this is a bit sticky, the foundation will stick to it very nicely, and this is an amazing primer. Really, trust me, this primer is awesome. So next, for my foundation, I'm going to take a full coverage foundation and a foundation that claims you it will last 24 hours, and really this foundation is very good. This is from Juvia's Place Magic Foundation. This is one of my most favorite and most recent favorite foundation. This is such amazing foundation. This have amazing coverage. This foundation lasts a long time. This is matte. This makes your face like smooth. No blemish will peek through. No pimple will be showed. This foundation is so amazing. I highly recommend you this foundation. But you need to maintain some tricks to make it more long wearing. If any foundation is long wearing but you don't apply it properly, then it won't last a long time. Though this foundation is a full coverage foundation and this foundation is a long wearing, if you apply it in a wrong way, if you don't apply it properly, then it won't last you in your skin for a long time. For that reason I'm making this video and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks how you can make your foundation last long. These tips and tricks are really very helpful, so watch it properly and try to follow it and maintain it. So at first I'm going to take my foundation. Because this foundation is really full coverage, you don't need a lot. So I'm going to dot my foundation in my skin. Now I'm going to take a damp beauty sponge. And yes, a beauty sponge also makes a huge difference in the application of your foundation. Don't use any fake beauty sponge or don't use anything cheap. I recommend a beauty sponge that is 150 taka, but it works amazing. It's from iMagic, but today I'm using this Wet n Wild beauty sponge. This is also very good. If you want to splurge 400 taka, then you can buy this one. This is very good. The trick you have to applying your foundation is you have to dab your foundation. You have to literally dab your foundation into skin. Don't smear it, don't rub it. It will interrupt your foundation's longevity and it will interrupt your skin, and if you rub it, it will work as an exfoliator which will increase the production of oil in your skin, so your skin will become really very oily. So you have to dab your foundation in your skin, just in this motion. You have to dab your foundation. Don't smear, don't rub. It's a no for foundation application. So I'm going to gently dab my foundation in my skin. If you dab your foundation, it will also increase the coverage of your foundation. So I'm done applying my foundation. So next step is concealer. So firstly, many of you doesn't apply any concealer. Many of us think that, oh, our under eyes has been covered by our foundation, so why we should apply a concealer? But the answer is you should must apply a concealer, because foundation really doesn't hide your dark circles properly. It have amazing coverage, but you really need a concealer that's a bit lighter than your skin tone, because it will brighten up your under eye. It will lift the highest points of your face and your face will look sculpted. And yes, your under eyes will also, your under eye dark circle will also, and concealer will also fade out your dark circles under your eyes. And yes, don't apply any lighter concealer that's too light or way far lighter than your skin tone. I used to do this mistake. I used to apply a concealer that's really lighter than my skin tone, like a white concealer. It looks really horrible, and if you do a flash photography, it will enhance more and it looks really horrible. So I will recommend you to apply a concealer that's a little bit lighter than your skin tone. It will look flawless and amazing. But if someone likes concealer that's way lighter than their skin tone, then it is their personal preference. I'm not judging anyone, so please don't take it personally. So for my concealer, as you know, I'm going to use my favorite concealer, and this is from Tarte Shape Tape. You can use any drugstore concealer. You can use concealer like BH Cosmetics. It's a drugstore concealer and it's way affordable, but don't use any Chinese products in your face that doesn't claim what they are putting in your concealer. What ingredients are they putting in your concealer, because you don't know what type of ingredients they are using. So please make sure what you are applying in your skin before you apply it on your skin, because this fake makeup could contain some harmful ingredients, and some YouTubers recommend fake makeup. I'm requesting them, if you are watching, then please don't recommend any fake makeup to your viewers, because this is very harmful and this will harm their skin, and our life is really valuable for us. So please, those who are recommending fake makeups, please don't recommend any fake makeup. And I will request you guys, if you are buying any fake makeup just not knowing, then please don't buy it. Like, you need to research before buying products. So I'm going to use this concealer, and you can buy drugstore products. It's very affordable and it's really good for your skin rather applying a fake makeup. So I'm going to apply my concealer under my eyes. So with concealer, I will again use the same technique. I will dab my concealer, but I will dab from the lower part of my concealer and I will dab it higher. Then it will blend with your foundation and it will look flawless. So dab from the downer side. So I am done applying my concealer. So the next step in your base makeup that's also very important is setting your under eye. If you don't set your under eye properly, then it will crease and it will look horrible. So for that, I'm using a loose powder and I'm using my favorite loose powder. It's Fit Me. It's from Maybelline Fit. So I have a dry under eye and I don't like to bake. So what I do is I just apply my loose powder under my eyes and I just blend it out. I don't bake under my eyes. If you have an oily under eye, then you can definitely bake. But if you have a dry under eye like me, then baking is a no-no. I won't recommend you baking under your eyes. So you have to understand your skin type and you have to understand what you really prefer for your skin and what your skin really needs. So I have a combination skin. My T-zone tends to oil so much. If I put on foundation on my nose and if I don't set it with my loose powder, then my foundation will break up in this part horribly. Without setting this part, my foundation just breaks and it will break. So what I do is I take my loose powder, I take a lot, then I just dab it on my nose. Doing this, my foundation in my nose doesn't break. Then I will just gently blend this powder in my nose. Then to set my entire face, I'm going to use this Top Face HD powder. This is a pressed powder. I prefer to use a pressed powder to set the parameters of your face. It will not, if you set with this powder or any other pressed powder, it won't look as powdery as you set with a loose powder. So I will recommend using a pressed powder. So there are two types of brushes. One is densely packed brush and one is fluffy brush. If you're going to use a fluffy powder brush, then you can smear your powder like this. But if you are using a densely packed brush, then you have to pack your brush. You can't smear your brush cause it will rub your foundation and it will again be that same thing. You are going to exfoliate your skin and oil production will increase and your foundation will slip and slide. So I will recommend you guys to use a fluffy brush because with this you can do anything and it will not interrupt your base makeup. So now I'm going to set my face. Now I'm going to set my face with a finishing powder. Now this part is totally optional. You can use this part or you can eliminate this part. This is not necessary because I have a drier skin because my skin is mainly combination. So I tend to oil in this part but my rest face is dry. So I really love a dewy finish, like it will look a very naturalish, it will glow and my skin will look like skin, not like makeup. For that reason I really love this powder. It's a finishing powder and it will make your face dewy. So this is from Revolution Pro. Now I'm going to apply this powder to rest of my face. Now this powder doesn't set your foundation or makeup, it just makes your base dewy. So if you set your face with this, then it will not help your foundation to stay. So I'm just going to apply this. And I don't know if you are able to see this or not. My skin is being really very dewy and it's being like skin. So I'm also done applying my finishing powder. Now for my bronzer, I'm going to take my favorite BH Cosmetics bronzer and I will apply it. Now the technique I use to apply my bronzer is I take my bronzer in a brush, then I apply it on my cheeks. Like I apply it in this part. If you can see, I apply it in this part and I start from here. Like I start to dab my product and then I apply it. It makes my face look more lifted. So again, you really need to understand your face shape. For my face shape and those who have a face shape like me, like a bigger face, then if you use this technique, your face will look lot more put together and it will look a bit smaller and like sharp and chiseled. And if you have a smaller face, this step is not necessary for you. You can apply your bronzer in any way you like. I also take my bronzer around my jawline and my forehead. So if I take this to the parameters of my face, then the bronzer will blend together, it will mesh together, and it will look flawless rather being a harsh line under your cheekbones. And it also makes jawline look way more sharp. So I'm done applying my bronzer. If you know me, then you know that I really love a good pinky blush and a pinky cheeks, cause it makes you look more younger and youthful. If you have like older skin, or if you have a aging skin, then you should apply a blush that's a little bit matte. And if you have a really young skin, or I'm really very sorry, when I was applying my blush, my camera shut down and I didn't realize that I was not being able to record. So now I just saw that clip that I was not recording when I was applying my blush. So I'm really very sorry guys for having this kind of technical issue. Hope you can understand. So I applied my blush with this kind of blush brush, and I just applied my brush in this part of my face. This is my cheeks. When I smile, this part just rise up, and I apply my blush in this part. It makes my skin look very natural and very unique, and it gives my skin a really good blushy look. So now I'm going to apply my highlighter, and I'm using this MUA highlighter. This is really blinding highlighter, and I'm going to use this kind of brush to apply my highlighter. Now I really like to apply my highlighter in this area. Like, I will stop where my eye stops, cause if you bring your highlighter way further in this area, all of us have a big texture or pores in this part of our face. It will enhance that part. So we will try to apply our highlighter where our eye ends. So I'm going to apply my highlighter. I hope my camera doesn't cut me off this time, because my camera cut me off like 3 times while shooting this video, and this is really very annoying and very disturbing. I don't know why this thing is happening, but this is very annoying, and I'm being very disturbed by this technical issue. I will try to solve it as soon as possible, and I don't know why my camera is doing this. So I'm done applying my highlighter. Now I will teach you how to do a perfect nose contour. So for that, I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. This is a OG contour kit, and I'm going to take this contour shade, and I will take a flat brush like this. Then I will take my contour, and I will just apply it on my nose. I will take the brush in. I will take my brush straight, and I will make a straight line across my nose. And I will do the same thing in this part. And I'm going to just apply my highlighter on the bridge of my nose. And you know what? My camera again cut me off, and thanks God I realized that. It's very annoying. And I don't know why my camera is doing this to me. I really don't know. I'm being so annoyed. So I will go to off camera, and I will finish my lower lashes, and I will apply my lipstick, and I will be right back. And today really I'm rambling a lot. I don't know why. I'm having technical issue. I'm rambling. I just can't speak. and everything is happening today and I'm being annoyed. I will be right back. Guys, this is the finished look and and why this dog is barking so loud, I don't know. Okay. So guys, this is the finished and final look. Hope you have enjoyed, and if you learned something from me, if you did, then please comment down below. And yes, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video. And yes, also give a thumbs up if you liked it. With that, take love. Bye guys.